everybody and welcome back to my channel. Since this year is coming to the end, I thought that this is the perfect time to film a video in which I share with you my personal favorite brands discoveries. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna share with you 15 most amazing brands that I discovered this year. Firstly, I thought that I will share with you top 10, but it was impossible for me to pick just 10, so I thought that I will mention 15 my favorite brands, and I was really happy to discover them all. And I think that this video will be really long, so if you're not the biggest fan of long chatty videos, this one might be not for you, but I still encourage you to watch it because I'm gonna share with you some awesome exclusive brands. And grab yourself a snack and let's go. And I would like to start with a French niche perfume house that is called Olivier d'Urbano. And Olivier is the owner and the nose behind all 13 fragrances in his collection. I own them all and they all are spectacular. Each and single fragrance is inspired by a different stone, its properties and histories. So let's have a closer look at the packaging. I think it is always very important to see how the original bottle looks, and you can see that here we have small stones, and this perfume was inspired by the stone amethyst. So Olivier is a very special person, and so are his fragrances. They all are very spiritual, they have that mysterious vibe, and even though in all of them the smoky element is very present, I love that each and single composition has its own story to tell, and I feel that if you're the person who likes mysterious spiritual fragrances and you like smoky compositions, this is the right brand for you, because Olivier is a kind person, so are his fragrances. Every time I'm talking to him, I'm getting so inspired, and his fragrances inspire me as well. They are very complex, created of different, unusual and very special notes. Each and single fragrance is very unique, has very beautiful, nicely done scent, and that's why his house was a huge discovery for me, and I highly recommend you to try his fragrances out. And speaking of awesome discoveries this year, Sven Fritz, German independent perfumer, was an awesome discovery for me because he has very special way creating his fragrances. You can literally tell that fragrance is created by Sven because he has his signature touch, you know, and he has also really nice selection of fragrances. There are beautiful light floral ones, there are also a little bit more sweet perfumes, but he has also a really nice dark woody collection with animalic compositions and a special avant-garde collection that he created in the collaboration with Miguel Matos, my favorite writer on Fragrantica, and that collection is very special as well, very interesting, very unusual, outstanding, and I love that all fragrances by Sven have very nice quality. They are beasts. And this particular perfume that is called Pink Patchouli is my favorite one. That was such a huge discovery for me, and that is probably one of the best fragrances that I have ever smelled in my life. It is a masterpiece, it deserves an award, and I like how talented Sven is. I am very honored that I'm his friend, and he taught me so many different amazing things. He's a very inspiring person, and I highly recommend you to try out his fragrances, especially Pink Patchouli. But if you're not ready to go for a full bottle, he offers this amazing small travel sprays which are super handy, and since his fragrances have amazing quality and are very long lasting, you really don't need much, and travel sprays would be perfect. Let's move on to the Australian niche perfume house, Fort and Manley, and let's have a look at the packaging because, guys, these are the most stunning bottles ever, and what is inside is even better. Can you imagine that? So Rassi Fort is an amazing perfumer. I'm very happy to be his friend as well, and he has such a lovely wife. Fatima, I adore you. So Rassi creates amazing perfumes. They are creative, they are unusual smelling, but but they are not challenging to wear, and you will literally fall in love with them immediately. I know so many people that are obsessed with his perfumes. That is for a good reason. They are just stunning, amazing. I don't know how to describe them. They are just masterpieces. Look at the bottle, and the juice is really even better, and I think that is impossible, but Rossi does his job incredibly well. And I love how easy to wear his fragrances are, but they're also very special. And I think that each and single composition is so bright. For example, this particular fragrance is my favorite one, which was very hard to pick, but that is the first fragrance that I tried out. It is called Fatih Sultan Mehmet, and it was one of the finalists at Art and Olfaction Award, and that was the place where I tried it out for the first time. I didn't know about this house anything, and I remember I tried it out and I was blown away. I couldn't detect the notes, but I fell in love with this perfume, and he has amazing collection. Each and single fragrance is stunning, and I definitely recommend you to try them out because they are top notch. This next brand that I fell in love with is an Italian niche perfume brand that is called Mendito Rosa. And oh my god, guys, the fragrances of this brand are to die for, and I'm loving them so much. If you're the person who is looking for very unique, unusual scent, but you're not the biggest fan of very creative and strange smelling fragrances, you should try out fragrances of this line, because they are fragrances of luxury. They smell very expensive. Each and single composition is a true masterpiece, guys. I'm not kidding, I'm absolutely serious. And this fragrance is called Omega. It is from their trilogy Alpha, Omega and Id, and they have different packaging, and they also have these cute travel sprays if you are not ready to go for a full bottle. And I definitely recommend you this line because, you know, it has that Italian charm and you know, the best niche quality, and they are very exclusively smelling. So yeah, I love them so much, and I definitely recommend you to try them out. The next brand is called Zoologist, and Zoologist has a very special place in my heart because with this brand I started my journey through the world of independent, creative perfumery, and I love these amazing animals. I love the concept. It is so appealing to me. So each composition represents a specific animal, and I remember as I found this brand on Fragrantica, I was obsessed with the notes because the notes that are used for creating these perfumes are very unusual. They are very rare to find, and I was really curious to smell them. And even though some compositions are a little bit challenging, some of them are also like immediately fall in love fragrances, and they are really worth it to be checked out. Victor Wong, the creative director and the owner of this brand, he's such a creative person, very nice person as well. I met him in person, and he's awesome, guys. So are his fragrances. I highly recommend you to try them out. They are pretty popular, but that is for a good reason. I love them so much, and I also really love these amazing cute animals. They are so adorable. And the next house that I was really happy to discover is called DSH Perfumes. This is the line of natural fragrances, and the owner and the nose is Dawn Spencer Horowitz, who I met in person. She's a very lovely and very talented lady, and she creates absolutely amazing natural perfumes. Some of her compositions are more abstract, but some of them are dedicated to a specific topic, and I like that she also has her signature way, and all her compositions are very airy, very complex, because she uses most high quality materials. And I think if you are the lover of natural perfumery, you need to try out her creations. Next brand is from Australia, and that is the niche perfume brand called Grande Flora, and that was such a huge discovery for me, guys. I know that I am saying it about each and single brand, but guys, this is the queen of floral compositions. This brand creates the most amazing floral perfumes ever, and they are simply stunning. And the best part is that they are all unisex, really unisex smelling, because I feel that that is such not a common thing for floral perfume to be truly unisex, because they always go towards feminine side, but not these ones. They are amazing. Each of them is so unique, so unusual smelling, so lovely smelling, and they have the most affordable price for such a good performance and longevity. The quality is just stunning, and I highly recommend you to try them out. I feel that a lot of reviewers will be talking about this brand in the next year. That is for a good reason. I love fragrances of this line, and oh my god, guys, try them out. They are truly magnificent. And the next niche perfume house that I was really happy to discover is called Imaginary Authors, of course. And guys, oh my god, I was obsessed with these fragrances as I found them on Fragrantica, because they feature such strange and unusual notes, and even though some of them feature notes like tennis ball or clay, they smell so natural and so pleasant, and I really like the concept of this house. I like the fragrances. They smell very creative, and I think that if you're the person who is looking for outstanding, groundbreaking perfumes, you really need to get your nose on this collection. They also offer beautiful travel sprays, which is always very helpful, and of course you can get samples, and I love this house so much. And this is kind of like that house that always surprised me, and I'm looking forward to try out new releases, because I know that they will be spectacular and really interesting. The next natural house that I was very excited to try out is House of Matriarch, and this house is really hyped, but that is for such a good reason, guys. I was obsessed as I found fragrances of this house on Fragrantica because of the notes, and I was really not disappointed with them. They are very particular and unrepeatable, and this house also offers a lot of different perfumes in different directions, but each and single composition has that smoky element somewhere in the background, and I really like that. So if you're the fan of natural perfumery and you're looking for something with a very spiritual and you know, very mysterious vibe, I definitely recommend you House of Matriarch, and I find their fragrances magnificent, totally charming, and I love them. And even though I really like luxurious perfumes that have that expansive niche touch, I'm the biggest fan of unusual perfumes with unusual notes, with a very avant-garde style, and I discovered this awesome Spanish niche perfume house, Oliver & Co. And Oliver creates the most beautiful avant-garde perfumes. Some of his creations are even a little bit provocative, but all of them are nicely balanced, and that is the beauty of them. Oliver is not afraid to break the rules of classy perfumery and to create something new, and that's why his fragrances smell very different, very unique, and all of them have very beautiful, that niche touch, crazy longevity, guys, crazy performance. And I was really happy to discover his brand. This particular fragrance is called Amber Green, and that is the most creative, truly green sharp fragrance that I really enjoy, and I definitely recommend you to try out his fragrances. He offers samples, so definitely try them because they are really worth it. And another natural niche perfume house that I was really happy to discover is called Marina Baron Perfumes. I'm very sorry for my pronunciation. And she creates beautiful, rich, opulent compositions, and each of them has that oriental touch, and I'm very picky with oriental perfumes, but her compositions, they charmed me. This fragrance India, oh my god, guys, it is undescribable. This amber and floral notes, they are just phenomenal. And even though her fragrances are natural, they have the best performance, because it can be annoying when natural fragrances evaporate or fade away really fast off the skin, but her fragrances are long lasting. They are not like crazy performers. They do not project like crazy, but they last on the clothes for several days, which is awesome. And she has a really nice collection, and I highly recommend you guys to try them out. You won't be disappointed. She creates really beautiful compositions with that oriental vibe, and I feel that not everybody can find a beautiful balance of oriental notes but also of other amazing notes that exist. And Canadian niche perfume house that blew me away is called Libertine Fragrance, guys. And what is particular about this house is that each and single composition is the play of contrast. So let's take this new release that is called Eros Fig, and it starts pretty green and crisp, but then it melts into that creamy and sensual, sweet, a little bit floral heart, and in the dry down it is extremely sexy because of amber seeds, and so is each and single composition, play of contrast, and that is very appealing to me. These fragrances are also made of natural ingredients, and they are really good performers, I need to tell, and they also last for a really long time, so you cannot go wrong with these perfumes. They are pretty unique, and Joshua, the creator, the nose and the owner, he is fantastic, he is very talented. That's why I was really happy to discover his fragrances. And the niche perfume house that really touched my heart is called San Marco, and this is the elegant and aristocratic house, because even though there are beautiful floral compositions, really rich gourmand scents, and even smoky fragrances, all of them are very aristocratic, and they just radiate that beautiful glow, if I can say that. And I love beautiful design. It is simple, but each composition is so complex, guys, and they're really worth it to be checked out. I love them. They have that intriguing vibe, and they are amazing, really amazing. Highly recommend you try out these fragrances. Giovanni, the perfumer and the owner, he's the coolest guy. I could spend hours talking to him because he's very inspiring, really easy, you know, like to connect with. At least to me, I had a lot of fun talking to him, so he's awesome, and so are his creations. And of course, I need to mention another awesome Italian niche perfume house, Angela Champagne. Let's have a look at the packaging. This bottle is a true masterpiece, and so is this perfume. It is very beautiful, it is spiritual, with the rose, with smoke, and I love that Angela, she creates beautiful Italian fragrances that are magical, but they also tell a story, and she finds that balance between creativity and, you know, luxury, so that is awesome. And she's also a very lovely lady, so I highly recommend you to try out her perfumes if you're into Italian fragrances, because mamma mia, she is incredible. And finally, guys, awesome Asian niche perfume house that is called Prin Perfume, and I was incredibly glad to discover this house. It is fantastic, guys. I was blown away as I tried out the whole range. I like each and single composition, and I just love Asian things in general. I find they